Hi. So if we think about what sand is, right? Sand is rocks. Sand is rock. Sand is shell. Sand is bone. Sand is glass. Sand is plastic now these days. Let's be for real. And in certain areas, there's more plastic content in their sand because there's more plastic in general, depending on depending on where you are in the world and how the current hits your coast and how things are pulled into your lands. They land on your land. Yeah. And but if we think about, so yes, water holds that memory, but the majority of what sand holds that memory, but the majority of the memory in sand, like, who knows? Like, honestly, of course it's natural, right? Like, it's natural. And just think about all the stories from the animals and the stories from the rocks and the stories from the shells and the geometry that we find in the shells. And like, 'cause you know how certain shells spiral and they have different formations and different patterns, and there's probably just so much information there's so much information. I just don't know what kind of information, but I know it's ancient. I know it is mathematically perfect and healthy, right? Like, it's at ease, because dis-ease is just not being in ease, not being in harmony, not being synchronized and aligned with, you know, your higher self, your lower self, everything, you know, yin yang. Y'all know what it is. So that energy is in the sand. And so as the water is like this, you know, they have experiments where you leave the water on like a note that has different words, like different words that are charged with either positive emotion or words that are charged with negative emotions, like thank you or love or hate or stupid and stuff like that. So, and then it shows the crystalline structure of the water being changed as you look at it under a microscope after some time. So if you leave your water somewhere after some time, it will basically start to mirror, like the molecular structure. Like, it'll become that. Water becomes what is, like, water, like, that's why they say be like water, because water is, it like, I don't know how to describe it in English, but it embodies. It's an embodying energy. It's an energy that embodies, right? Like, if you give it a vessel, it'll fill it. Like, it'll become, it's moldable, right? I don't really know how to describe it, but that type of energy, like, just knowing that water is on that time, it's like, okay, well, what do you want it? Like, if knowing you can program your water for whatever, what is it that you want? What is it when you take a sip that you are mentally thinking, like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. Like, I'm receiving all of X, Y, Z. Like, what are you receiving? What are you thankful? Like, if God could give you, if you could ask God right now for something and he hands it over to you, like, literally right in front of you, what are you asking for? We know it's not dollar bills, because what you gonna do with that? It's heavy. I would ask for a Bitcoin. I'm just kidding. I would not ask for 1 Bitcoin. I would ask for 10. I'm just kidding. I would ask for health. I would ask for knowing. I would ask for like a deep wisdom, just a deep knowing, because with that will bring so much peace. With that will bring clarity in my actions and taking the right action and embodying somebody who can be a good role model, an example in this society. And because she's being a positive thing for the society, I think I'm in ant territory, y'all. I'm nervous. These ants are vicious. Oh, there is a hole right here. Look at this hole, y'all. Trigger warning. Trigger warning for people who don't like holes. Like, what is that? Tell me, y'all, what is that? Okay, well, that's it.